very much. Oh, before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, a woman just called, and she asked me to make this announcement. It's about her husband who is missing, and she asked me to give his description. He's 240 pounds, he has a wart in his nose, and no teeth. And she says if anyone finds him, you can keep him. I feel good tonight. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Let's give him a nice big bow. Here he is, the flower of the musical world, Ray Block. Hello, Ray. The only man can play an Americana encyclopedia. You're a good boy, Ray. Please dull down your head. You noticed a couple of weeks ago, I came out here and I read a joke that one of the sponsors wrote, you know, was something about the razor who was a little chick, went to the doctors, you know, horrible joke. Well, the other sponsors beefed. They said, why tell jokes about chick? We can write jokes in. And they did. Now, wait till you hear these. Here are two beauties. Did you hear about the 2 tubes of Ipana toothpaste on the drugstore shelf? One tube of toothpaste got very romantic and turned to the other and said, squeeze me, kid, and I'll meet you outside the tube. Believe me, after this, Bristol won't talk to Meyer after that. Oh, here's a little poem was sent in by our Paquin sponsor. It's a little hard to read. Instead of using ink, he used silk and satin lotion. Here it is now. Harry and Marvin were twins. As prospectors, they ate from tins. Their mule packs had a race. Harry's came in last place. And Marvin cried, it looks like my pack wins. Now, you think you're miserable from listening? This happened. Not only do I have to read these jokes that they send in, but I got relatives that want to get on the show. They say, you're a big man. You're putting on a whole show. You're the producer and all. Get us on the show. Well, I'm fed up, friends. I got them all here, my relatives, and they're coming out one by one. And they're going to do whatever they have to do to entertain you. First, I'd like to introduce a cousin of mine from Norfolk, Virginia. Come out here, dear. Cousin Elsa. Go ahead, Elsa. To introduce Grandma Moses on my father's side. Grandma from Tennessee. Will you step out, Grandma? She has a very fine act. She's trained this bird for years to do this. Would you have him do what he does, Grandma? Right ahead. That's very nice. Thanks, Grandma. Thank you. Hello. Good old Grandma. And now I have 2 cousins who come from the Middle West, Chicago. Will you get a load of this? Will you come out, Joey and Serena? These are 2 of the good-looking ones in the family. Go right ahead. Thank you. Oh, no, you're not getting away this easy. I have an Uncle Joe that comes from Montana. Uncle Joe, would you mind coming out here? Will you get a load of this? Go ahead, Uncle Joe. choruses, you know, we live And now you saw Grandma Moses. I want to introduce my grandfather on my uncle's side. Would you come out, Grandpa? Are you ready, pal? Go right ahead.